Guys, good afternoon. Quite a nice, clear, warm summer afternoon in Juma, and those elephants just disappearing. They seem to be very nervous and wary of the vehicle. So we'll see, maybe we can catch up with them again with the car, but I'm sure you had a fantastic view of them down at the waterhole. And looking forward to the game drive. My name is Pieter. We've got James on camera and Haley back in the live control centre, and as always, lots of wildlife action to look forward to this afternoon. So move along as the game drive just behind us. I'm sure they want to see those Ellies as well. Going to make some space for them quickly to come past. But as I was saying, it's our first really warm summer's day again in almost over a week. So it's nice just to have a bit of a change in weather as well. Let's speak to Charles quickly. How's it for you? See the love, eh? That's Ballegaring to the Shlatsinde. A little bit quiet the last 2 days in terms of game drives. It's a little bit of a lull in the lodges. Yeah, we're going to try and catch up with this elephant. Obviously, like I said, they are very, very jumpy with the car, but we'll see. Maybe with a little bit of time, we're going to have to preempt where they're going. The way they were heading, or the area they were heading into, is a lot of thick drainage line area. But we'll try and catch up to them again, maybe on the other side, Vulture's Nest Road or something. That's fresh elephant dung.
Marulas, eh?
Yeah, full of marulas. These guys are eating as many marulas as they can find at the moment. It's also now peak time for it, as James was mentioning. It's starting to get ripe as well, so fruits are starting to fall from the trees, and it's full of sugar. Also full of vitamin C. Very fresh. It's so fresh, in fact, that there's not even insects on it yet. In the next 4 or 5 minutes, you'll start getting lots of flies and bugs and butterflies and all kinds of insects on it just after the moisture of that dung. It's funny, the reason that herd is so jumpy is probably, again, it's maybe a group of elephant that don't really spend much time in the sort of touristy areas, if you want. They probably spend more time maybe inside Kruger or north into Manyaleti, and they maybe haven't seen cars for a couple of days or a couple of weeks. But as they move through the Sabi Sands Game Reserve, they'll be bumping into a few more game drives this afternoon. So within the next day or so, they'll relax more again, maybe even later on. I'll try and catch up with them. So they'll relax more again, maybe even later on. I'll try and catch up with him. Charles quickly. Charles again. Jambo, nice to have you out here again. It's been a while. Where are you going? Gomozuksad?
Yeah, long scallop long.
I told James earlier, I don't know if you got that that Ingwe Bamba from last night. It's mostly finished. There was just a little bit of skin and stuff left. So I don't think there's going to be Ingwe again, but we'll check towards sunset time.
Okay, thank you.
I just heard a very loud trumpet off in the bush there. I'm not going to see them just yet. To get in here, even on foot, this is a very, very lush area. A very, very lush area. What we're going to do is, just like I said, we're going to try and sort of get ahead of them and see if we can't catch up with them in that way. I would actually like to get closer to this herd. I mean, at worst they're just going to keep running away, and that's fine. But at best they might just start to interact with us a little bit, and that could be quite entertaining. was with you that time, and we had that one car that gave us a couple of charges. No, that wasn't Rexon. Rexon was on camera. No, it's just this great matriarch, and the rest of the herd were very relaxed, so they didn't really mind us too much. They were quite chilled, but the matriarch just every now and again, from like 40, 50 yards away, would just come charging in and then stop at a bit of a distance. Never really threatening, it was more just a interactive play, if you want. It would be nice to have it. You've never had elephants go nuts around us, James?
No.
Not. Oh, a little bit of luck, maybe we can have some fun and games this afternoon. One thing that I miss a little bit, just the specific area that we drive on here in Juma is what you would refer to more as a bull area. That's why we see certain bulls hanging out here sometimes for a few days or a week or two. So we don't see large amounts of breeding herds come through here. You go a little bit further to the south towards the bigger riverbeds, you get more breeding herds. And it's normally for breeding herds that you can have a lot of interesting behavior because there's obviously more elephants of different ages and different temperaments. Looks amazing. Just look at this little road we're driving through. The grass is, just the general grass is about the same height as the car. I was coming back into camp a little bit earlier with Dixon. He's coming to just have a look at our game drives as well, mainly in the live control center. And he's worked and guided here over many years, literally 2 decades or so, and a lot of that's in Sabi Sands. And he's also saying it's just looking so amazing. Very, very thick and lush. The bush is incredible this year. And we've still got a couple of months of rain ahead of us. It makes finding the game a little bit harder sometimes. Even things like rhino could disappear in this grass, never mind the leopard. It also means that the game, everything from the small animals up to the big ones, are in exceptional shape and condition. It's nice to see the bush looking so healthy.